Things have been going, well, I suppose as good as they could go. The discovery of another cave and the resources therein have changed the fortune of Hilma yet again. With a solid anvil, Hilma Baron well and truly has entered the Iron Age. From here, new tools and designs are within her grasp, and her list of to-dos grows ever longer. Outside of this protective cave, the land has started to shift. The winds have grown colder, and the leaves are starting to fall from trees. There is an anxiety building. She arrived here at the start of spring. Freezing, what would the heart of winter bring? She will need to prepare. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Innawood. We are here with Hilma Baron in Hotel Oscar, and I've just tidied things up a little bit. Things should look a little bit more, well, easier to pass. All of our food, all of our water is in here, including some rotten rhizomes, which we should probably chuck out. We have all of our tools up here, all of our clothing here. We have all of our spare parts and other bits of equipment here and here, seeds here, and then all of our wood is just down here at the moment, just because we don't want to put any more into this. We have our piles of dirt just over here, great big piles that they are. And well, we have quite the, well, not day, but many days ahead of us in today's episode. Thank you to the eagle-eyed of you that managed to pick out something that I missed in the last episode. If we have a look at shears, we can make these right now, Kevlar shears, and they have a fabric cutting of 2. And honestly, the reason why I missed them, and this is really stupid, because of course, Rycon, they're not made out of Kevlar. They're called Kevlar shears because they can cut Kevlar. Whereas in my mind, I was like, oh, it's got Kevlar in it, screw it, we're done. But no, it's a pair of heavy-duty shears with a blade suitable for cutting particularly tough materials. So yeah, we can make proper shears. So that is going to make a big difference for us. It is going to be something that we make, but it's probably not going to be something that we make right now, because we do need to go out and we need to get more pelts to be able to make all of the fur-related things that we are eventually going to want to try and make. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the spin wheel, anything else like that. I do have a slight fear, however. If we have a look at rags here, because one of the reasons why I was wanting to make the spinning wheel, or the spin wheel, was because it's a required thing here to make it take 2 minutes and 12 seconds as opposed to 44 minutes. It's quite the time saving, you see. And we can save even more by doing it in batches. However, it says tools required spinning wheel. Yet, when we go into here to create something, let's just have a look at spin. Build spin wheel, not spinning wheel. Generally, naming conventions in Cataclysm are incredibly specific, so this might not be the right tool, for all I know. And we do not have a recipe to be able to make a spinning wheel. There ain't nothing there. For spin, distaff and spindle. That's it. So I'm going to hold off that. I'm going to do some research during today's episode to see if I can figure out what the deal is with that. But we need to plan. We need to go out. We need to hunt. So we are looking for pelted creatures. And there are pelted creatures in the form of opossums and raccoons. We've seen them out here in the fields. There is a chance that we can get otters, beavers, closer to the riverbanks. The rivers can be incredibly dangerous though, so we'd want to be rather cautious going that route, but still, it is something that I'm willing to have a look at, and that's probably something that we're going to try and do tomorrow. We are quite wary still. And I guess the other thing, it's been a while since we have upgraded our weapons, and I think we might want to have a look at that. So before we go to sleep, I want to try and see what we might be able to create. We are just going to go and have some wonderful stuff here. Look, I am going to start making proper food eventually. It's just right now, this is easier. Have some of that clean water of ours, and let's have a look at weapons. So it's probably going to be a piercing weapon that we're looking at here. We want to try and find something that's got a fair amount of range to it. Honestly, I was hoping for a kind of pike and long pole. Long pole is required for the copper pike. Can we make other varieties of pike? Yes, we can. We can make a full-on pike here. What is the difference? Quite a bit of damage is the difference. And this is long reach attacks here, so I do feel like that could make quite the difference for us. It's going to take us a while to make it, for sure. Wow, the copper pike only takes an hour and 25 minutes to make, as opposed to 17 hours. You know what, screw it, I think we'll probably just make the copper pike. Yeah, I mean, we can make the other pike down the road, but yeah, it makes much more sense for us to do this. We got the copper already, we've got the plant fiber, we just need a long pole. Okay, there's the crux of it. For a long pole, we do need to have a heavy wooden beam. Now, I'm pretty sure that I did find a way around that earlier, but okay, tree cutting of 2 or more to make a heavy. I was sure that we had tree cutting of 2 or more. From our axe, copper axe, tree cutting of 1. I see. And the wood saw that we're working on at the moment, that's for wood sawing, so it's not what we're wanting there. Right, so for us to have tree cutting of 2, we are going to need to make ourselves a bronze axe, wood axe. They're kind of doing the same thing for each other right now. We do actually have everything that we need. No, we don't. We need the bronze, Rycon. And you know what? As much as I want to do that stuff, I'm not going to let it hold us back. Because we could just spend hours upon hours trying to make a new weapon and then not really get a proper chance to use it. I want to be able to use it before it gets really cold. I want to get pelts before it gets really cold. So what I might try and do here, we are already very wary. We've been working on the wood saw. I think we'll probably just continue working on that until the sun sets. We'll get to sleep, we'll make sure that we have a really good sleep, and in the morning, we're going to head out to try and see if we can find some pelted creatures, and we'll just use our wood spear for now. And there we go, the sun has set. We didn't really get too much work done on that, but that is okay. What we'll do in the morning is we will gear up with everything that we are going to possibly need, and then I'll meet you all outside. Oh, can you hear that? Can you hear that? It is a drizzling, and I'm not surprised, I suppose. We're going to put our leather cloak on and hope that we're going to be okay. I mean, we're very encumbered, for sure. We most certainly are. Ryan, we have quite the ways to go today, my friend, and I really hope that temperature-wise, we're going to be okay. I mean, we're starting off early. Ooh, our hands are a little cold. We are wearing our gauntlets though. Yeah, we just gotta hope that that's gonna be okay. I've actually decided to bring the fiber mat with us as well. So yeah, for now we are just gonna start to head north out into these fields here. And then we'll start to eventually make our way to the west, but we're pretty much going to stay in the fields for most of the day, just because it's obviously easier for us to travel and we can see our enemies when they are around. Okay, well, our first enemy, an oversized crow. We are going to stop this auto move right now. I'm going to see if we can just quickly dismount, get down over here. Unfortunately, we are quite encumbered right now, but oh, okay. Oh no. Oh my god, Ryan. Okay, so I was afraid that that might happen. Oh, there's multiple crows here. So what ended up happening there was we ended up accidentally striking Ryan. And he is bleeding. He's bleeding and he's still friendly to us. Okay, we just killed an oversized crow. That's great. Where's the other one? Okay, it's still out there. We'll take a strike towards it. Okay, there's multiple of them here. Okay, I really don't want to accidentally strike Ryan here again. The bloated corvid lunges at your torso. Okay. A blow from Ryan sends it flying. Okay, that's good. That's not so good. We're going to go and just run to the north here and take a strike at it. Okay. Ryan, I am so sorry, my friend. You are still bleeding. And I still don't think we can actually heal him in any real way. I would hope that he would recover over time, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. I just hope that he doesn't get any worse, because he's already... Yeah, he's still bleeding in the torso. So, yeah, effectively what happened there is that Hilma stabbed out towards the crow. The crow moved out the way, and her spear impacted his side. We are trying our best to soothe our friend here now, though. Where is he going? Okay, he's still just hanging around. Buddy, maybe just stay close for now, if you can. Or not, you know. Oh, we tied you to that point. No, we want to lead you. Yeah. Okay, that's better. So yeah, there's quite a few of these corvids. bloated doesn't sound great. I don't think that we would get much from butchering these. I mean, we could get some feathers, which could still be useful. We are going to need light to see by, though, and I decided to bring the torch instead of the lantern. We might still be able to butcher. Let's just go and put down the fiber mat just up here. We'll drag them onto it, and we'll see. Butcher everything. We can just dismember them because we can't actually see. And the fact that we can dismember them, maybe we do want to just... Oh, okay, I think it might be alright still. Fiber mat, are you okay? Because, yeah, I just went to smash the corpses, and I think we tore the mat. No, it is okay. Oh, phew. Jeez, it's a morning of mistakes. Ryan, still bleeding. Minor bleeding. Okay, so he is going to be okay there, but that is still concerning. So we never strike past Ryan. He is a big dinosaur, and he is going to be in our line of fire. Jeez. I've also realized that yet again we've woken up in the middle of the night. Even though we did go to sleep after the sunset, we just aren't needing as much sleep right now. I mean, we were very wary when we originally went to sleep, but yeah, okay. Well, we might just be able to make it straight to there then. I don't like the idea of hunting in the dark, but it kind of... there are positives and negatives to it. Okay, we have made it to the river. We've actually got cattails within sight. So we're going to hop off of Ryan here. We'll have a look at him. Okay, he's okay, and he didn't actually end up losing any health there. I mean, it doesn't look like it anyway. He's still on 3 ticks, so I guess that's all right, my lad. I guess that's all right. So let's make sure that you stay nice and close. Oh, we are still leading you? That's great. We're going to go and take the cloak off now, just because I don't think it's that cold. Yeah, and we don't want to be too encumbered. We are still going to be encumbered, but we don't want to be too encumbered. Once we manage to get like our first kill, I'd like to try and just make a hide bag for Ryan so that we could try and store stuff in there. But the question is going to be, are we actually going to get a kill here? Well, at the very least, we are going to be able to get some more cattails, and in turn, some more rhizomes, some plant fiber. So we might as well do some gathering here. Oh, those cattails are actually frozen. Huh. It is getting cold, isn't it? Well, we got all of those cattails brought in. Ryan is kind of roaming still, which is a little concerning. Here we go. Lead you again. Bring you back over here, my lad. And we might actually end up just tying you here, just so that you're still kind of within our sight. Tie you up. There we go. We are starting to get chilly. Let's put the cloak back on, see if that does help. Our left foot is getting chilly. Okay. Well, as long as it doesn't get too cold. It does say it's going to get frost-nipped. Right. Well, we can start a fire here. I don't think it's going to spread very far from the bush here, and we might actually be able to do some crafting at the same time. So, yeah, you know what? Sure. Let's go and start a fire. Oh, that's just underbrush. We need a proper thing to burn. Well, there's a log that's actually not too far away. So we're just going to wander on down here. We don't want to get too close yet again. Tie you up there, my friend. Okay, can we just set this log on fire as is? Indeed we can. Indeed we can. And it shouldn't spread past that point. There we go. It's starting to, well, everything's starting to heat up. If we hang back here, we are going to be a little bit colder. Actually, you know what? We should be able to stand here just fine. And so I'm more concerned about the fiber. That's what we're going to try and make here. And we can make quite a bit. 5 hours. We could start the process and just kind of carry that back with us. No, I think it's just going to be more responsible to do it one at a time. Okay, the sun is rising. That's a good sign. Well, at least a little bit of it. Oh no, it's not. It's just the light from the fire. Move away from that smoke there. That's better. It's funny, we're actually getting warm over there. Okay, and that fire has gone out, but we did manage to get quite a fair bit of plant fiber. So let's just find another source for fire. So our next one is just going to be down here. We'll use our drill, start a fire on that bush. We'll just hang back here and continue working. And that's the last of that one. Okay, well, we still have some more work that we can do, so we're just going to keep on bush hopping until the sun rises. We've got a little bit of meat that we can have here just for our hunger. Let's get moving, Ryan. There we go. That sounds like morning is here. We don't have light yet. Allosaurus. Zombie spotted. Stop crafting. Yes. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. Okay, so we have an Allosaurus down there. The shambling corpse of a large predatory bipedal dinosaur with a mouthful of sharp, serrated teeth. It is going after this Nodosaurus, which it has nearly killed, so we need to get the hell out of here. So we're just going to go and drop that plant fiber there. Everything else that's on the ground, let's maybe just take these stalks. Yeah, so we've got 400 plant fiber out of that though, so I feel like that was a pretty good deal, all things considered. Let's jump up on Ryan, and Ryan, we're gonna go. We are going to go. We're gonna get away from that because that's bad news for us. And the reason why that's there is more than likely because there is a swamp here, so this is a little bit of a dangerous area. We might be safer going further to the south, but for now, we are going to go to the north, and we are going to make sure that we are actually running here. Yup. Just hop, skip, and jump away. And we're hoping that we are going to see some mammals here. I'm going to scope out this swamp, just see what's going on, because yet again, it's still kind of dark. We've got hadosauruses. Okay, let's have a look at them, see what their deal is. There's a whole herd of them, which is good and bad, because if a zombie does get into that herd, it's going to be not great for us. This is a bulky beaked dinosaur with hooved front legs and strong clawed back legs. Okay, so let's not piss them off if we can. So many cattails. Hot damn. Plant fiber for days. Plant fiber for days. I feel like that speaks for itself. So that, if we ever do need a whole heap of plant fiber, we can just come back here. We have bog iron here as well. With it being a swamp, there probably are going to be other nasties here. So we'll just kind of continue along this way, because this is more forest and river. And yeah, I guess we'll explore a little bit further along this northern side. We do have Ryan running at the moment, and I think at the speed he is just a little bit slower than us. Crusher Camp. Armored Camptosaurus. These things do not sound good. Okay, so they're zombified versions of the creatures that we were just seeing. I think we're actually seeing them out in the deep water. Yeah, so for the Crusher Camp that we're seeing over here, the Camptosaurus, the shoveling corpse of a large feathered bipedal dinosaur with grossly bulging legs, massive hulking shoulders, and a vicious pointed beak. Its tattered feathers are stained with black sticky liquid, and we have an armored one down here as well, which is similar, but it has grown dense bone armor. So this has become Monster Hunter, pretty much, for Hilma. Oh, no. Really? Oh my gosh. It's just a whole herd of them. And I'm pretty sure these are all zombified. Sticky liquid, yeah, they have been... Oh dear. That's not good. That's very bad. Let's stay well away from them if we can, because, yeah. Well, this expedition has been fun, hasn't it? That's an Allosaurus. It's about as fast as us. So let's run. Oh, Ryan. Oh, boy. Yep, okay. So we just got charged down by an Allosaurus back there. It can't see us anymore, but it could for a little bit. Okay. Diplosaurus, you're good, you're chill. And it looks like we actually have another side of the river over there. So let's head that way for now. Yeah, exploration. I love exploration, but it's also terrifying. Super, super terrifying. Raspberry bushes and all. Okay, all right. A shady Deinonychus. Yeah, that's not great. Its sight's going to be pretty bad during the day. Dino Destroyer? Dino Destroyer. Yeah, okay. Shuffling corpse of a medium-sized bipedal dinosaur covered in tattered feathers and black putrid liquid, both feet brandishing large sickle-shaped claws. Oh, but this one's bulging with distended muscles and swollen, festering wounds. Fantastic. All of these things are wonderful. What an amazing world we live in, Hilma. Still want to hang out here? Okay, so we're getting a few different types here as well, it looks like. Zomdinopocalypse, I think, which they look like raptors. Its eyes suggest intelligence. Wonderful. Myosaur over here. More of the Camptosaurus. Oh, so the Camptosaurus is a little different than the zombified versions that we're seeing of them, which look more like this. Okay, well, I am tempted to follow the river for a little bit further, but at the same time, I'm kind of concerned about... Wow, there's a lot going on there, huh? Huge aquatic reptile about the size of a small house. Okay, there's something big under there. Mosasaurus. Ah, yeah. Oh, and of course there's a very large carnivore in amongst all of that as well. Although I can't quite see where you're at. Oh, you're the shady Daspletosaurus. Ah, great. Zombie T-Rex. We're just gonna go for zombie T-Rex. Yeah, we got some water striders as well. Cute. So this has been interesting. Hello? That's a strange river tile. Huh. I don't know if I like that. So what I'm seeing here is it looks like maybe the river winds down here. There might be a bend and it kind of continues on down that way. Unfortunately, we have come across no riverside mammals, which, yeah, okay. So we're just going to leave that big party going and, well, maybe just head a little bit further to the west, staying within the forest and also being aware that there might be a Allosaurus in here with us. Yeah, I'm actually seeing a Z up this direction. Oh, multiple Zs. So whenever we see Zs like that, it's marking a horde. So that is a wandering horde of either dinosaurs or zombies. And I am actually seeing a Z up here on the mini-map as well. So that's great. That's probably what this thing is here, which means that the river is a bad place. Just altogether, big bad time that we don't want to be a part of. Yet I still kind of need to know what happens to this river here. If it just ends or if this is a spit of land that continues on. We can see a duck. Amazing. I mean, seeing stuff like that is a little bit reassuring to me because if a duck is surviving, then, you know, other things might be able to survive. But yeah, okay, what did we have there? Ankylosaurus. Ankylosaurus is all good. We've got bats as well, okay. And we've got some pit bulls. Right, okay. We've got a little bit more of an open land here, but it looks like it kind of does what I thought it was going to do. It doesn't look like anyone's fighting right now. Yep. So many cattails. Yet again. And that's why rivers are, you know, they can give so much to you early on. Anabolic Apatosaurus sinks. Brachiosaurus zombies. Sauropod Hulk. Oh, okay. Right. Sure, of course. All these things, amazing. Now, the good thing is that I was going to say most of them are going to be slower than us. The Sauropod Hulk is faster. I think I just want to go home. After seeing all of this, I feel like that would be great. Hadrosaurus, we've got some water striders down here as well. Nefarious? Nefarious Nothrocitus. Cool. Freaking wonderful. So I don't know how, but somehow we managed to just have a route that has avoided all of these zombies. But yeah, the river does exactly what I thought it was going to do, which is kind of good to see. But at the same time, yeah, we just need to go. This is kind of seemingly shallow water, theoretically we could swim across that with Ryan, but yeah, no, I want to go home. I want to go home, and I want to go home safely. Oh boy. You're coming for me, aren't you? How fast are you gonna be here? Let's see. Skeletal. Much slower than us. Well, I will go with that. Okay, it didn't actually see us then, I think. There's a few skeletal ones around, it looks like. Well, let's just go back into these woods and hope that we don't encounter anything else interesting along our way, because all of it is terrifying. And yeah, as much as I was hoping to discover beavers, which would be amazing, it looks like we're probably just gonna have to stick to these fields hunting opossums. Opossums, raccoons, wherever we can get lucky. We are approaching a big swamp here, so I am going to have to be very cautious as to how we go about this. But I'm gonna just navigate through here as best we can, hoping, of course, that we don't run into anything terrible. We'll just turn on the glide, make that a little bit easier for us. Okay, my goal now is to just get us back to some form of safety. And I'm just reminding myself that the way that we kind of did this before was by heading south and following the river. So that's what we're going to do, in the hopes that we can just navigate around all of the horrible things that are in this swamp. The Hadrosauruses will probably keep things busy for the time being, but we're seeing just bad stuff around, you know. This herd is probably okay for the time, but I don't see that lasting forever. But hey, look at that. We actually managed to make it away from the really bad stuff. I'd be tempted to head north, you know, to try and see what's going on, but we know what's going on up here, and it ain't good for no one. So we're going to wander these open fields and hope that we can get one proper kill in today. Turkeys not counted. Oh, there's so many turkeys as well. No, we don't want you. We don't want you. What we might end up doing here is, if we kind of come further down to the south, we can probably head just straight back east towards our home. What are we going to be going through? Groves and some potentially other bad things. Well, I'm kind of okay with that. I am just hoping that we will find some small mammal. Oh, well, found some new dinosaurs out here. Corythosaurus. Huge scaly dinosaur with a thick neck and tail and hooves. Has short beak and a tall head crest. Pretty. So we've kind of cleared the top part here. I'm going to head down south a little bit, just see if we can kind of level out that fog. Well, you might be surprised to see me here, and perhaps that was an abrupt cut. I'm not sure which is going to be just yet. But, well, something interesting just happened. Something that hasn't happened the entire time I've been recording this. My recording software just decided to stop recording. So, a quick recap as to what has happened and how Hilma has made it back home. We effectively managed to clear out that area here that we didn't know what was around. Pretty much clay deposits and spiders. Yeah. Beyond that, we did manage to get one kill on a raccoon on our way back, which was fantastic. There was also a very large zombified dog type creature out in the woods that was hunting us. That was terrifying. I'm sad that we missed that together. And then finally, we did head south for a little bit. Briefly took on some grinning coyotes, but then they decided to just peace on out. There is actually a tiny little crater down here, but it has the same problem that the other craters seem to have, where it's just kind of filled in ground. It's a mess. You don't want to go down there. But yes, we have actually managed to make it back home. We have cured one of the pelts, but unfortunately, we need to have one additional pelt before we can do any tanning. So yeah, we're kind of stuck at that stage. So because we have a little bit of extra time now, I have no idea what the runtime of the episode will be now. We should look at just finishing up what we started in the last, and that's that wood saw. So we're just going to chip away at that. Oh wow, we got extremely wary. We got to 70% there. We have actually reached the end of the day here with Hilma. So We'll have the last of the dehydrated meat that we grabbed when we were out there. We've still got some meat from the raccoon. I grabbed the brains just in case we would need it. It doesn't look like we're going to need it, but what we'll probably end up doing is just cooking the meat in the morning just so we can actually have some fresh meat for a change. So for the time being, let's settle in for the evening. Alright, sometime before the sun has risen, so we'll just go make some basic cooked meat. Actually, no, we won't because the fire is turned out. And of course, we are practicing proper fire safety protocols now. We always attach a leash to our fowl and tie it down so that it can't possibly catch itself on fire. There we go. We're going to need that back, thank you. Right, so with that, we can actually just leave the lamp off for the time being. And, ooh, make some fried meat for a change. Yeah, there we go. And we will munch that down, thank you. Very thirsty, but that's all right. We'll just continue working on our craft here. We do have some light here, so that's not going to be an issue. And just like that, we have our wood saw, which is not what we're going to need, I think. So it can turn pre-cut logs into planks by activation, so it's going to be a faster way for us to get planks. We still need to chop the trees down, and we actually have some logs here, so you know what? Let's get some planks while we're at it. And there we go. 10 planks. 10 planks, just like that. Well, I've found literally no other reference to spinning wheels anywhere, so I have to think that the spin wheel is what it is talking about. We do need to have 20 planks, and we need to have 15 long strings for us to be able to make that, which would take us a ridiculously long time, and it would also require quite a lot of plant fiber. So yeah, not sure if that is going to be the right option for us right now, but something that we can do, and something that I feel like makes a lot of sense for Hilma, especially after everything that she just experienced outside there, is make a door. Yep, believe it or not, I feel like putting a door down for us is going to make a difference. So for us to start this, we need to have 12 planks. Okay, quite a few nails. Eventually for the actual closed door, we need to have a wooden panel and a door hinge. So hey, we can start the door process, can't we? Yeah, let's just go cut up another log. So where then do we want to put this door? Honestly, it's hard to have the perfect square because, well, you know, it doesn't quite line up right. Like you could always just walk straight through there. So I think the next best place for us to have one is probably here, because then it means we still have access to most of the rest of the cave, and that kind of works out for us. Another point would be just over here, and then we could keep Ryan on the other side of it, just down here. I'm kind of liking that. I feel like that's a good spot. We are going to need to be able to see by the looks of things, so we'll turn on that lamp. Makeshift door might actually be better for us because we just need to have cordage ropes rather than having the hinges and whatnot. Although, can we make hinges right now? We can. It takes a chunk of steel. It only gives us one chunk of steel for a door hinge. It takes 6 hours as well. Well, obviously, the makeshift door will also, take a fair amount of time because we need to have this rope system. So, a makeshift screen consisting of planks bound together with vertical rope hanging from the top of the doorway could be easily taken down and repurposed. Well, yeah, I guess we could take it apart. It's just unfortunate that we can't. Well, I guess you are literally just putting the door up there. You know what? Let's go for a proper door. We'll call it. We're going to go for a proper door. And it's just going to be a door frame for now. But it is a start. And yeah, we have a door frame, Hilma. We have a door frame. Now for the next step, we do need to have the wooden panel and we need to have those door hinges. But I feel like that's good. This is an achievement all the same. Still, let's just haul these things back here for now. And I think we've earned a little bit of R&R after, well, the fun that we have had today. Interesting times. And I do apologize for the lost footage there, but I'm glad that I noticed it when I did. I was actually wrapping up the episode, so this has all been extra. And so, I ask you all, if you enjoyed today's episode and the horrors that we discovered out there in the world, please do consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay